Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. First down, Downs to throw. And his first pass is incomplete. TJ Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On the ground, this is TJ Yeldon. Now they can't bring him down. Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
TJ Yeldon's not afraid to drop a shoulder or run through some tackles, is he?
Not at all. I learned it in his high school days in Alabama, then, of course, stayed in state to play at Alabama. He could do that there.
And what I think is best about him, and when he's really on top of his game, when he's a little bit lighter, a little bit quicker, I think he's strong enough. He's compact enough to break those tackles, but I think he's at his best at a shiftier weight.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Second and 5. Here's a give to Yeldon. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
They keep it with Yeldon on first down. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Dobbs now on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go! Ohio! Black round! Come on, let's go!
To throw is Dobbs. Escaping the pressure, and a loose football. The Broncos say they have it. They do! Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here we go.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
All right, here we go. No. Jack Patriot. No. Jack Patriot.
A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30. Over.
Back to throw here. Now he's flushed out left. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
Oh, yes, this is what the good ones do. He used his legs to buy a little bit more time rolling to his left, and at one point, he flipped the switch from passer to runner, and he got a pretty good gain out of it.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Let's go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
On the counter, it's Yeldon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Over. Hurry up, here we go. Watching that, Barney. Detroit.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. It's Hodges. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
Have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Let's go. 1, 9.
They'll set up to throw. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's TJ Yeldon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Let's go. Green, 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
All right, here we go. 3.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Brashon Perriman. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. That one goes for 24 yards.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They go play action here on first down. Now he'll escape to his left. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
gun. They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go now.
And he motions the wide receiver. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Let's go.
They run the counter now on first down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Flex round.
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Ohio.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down right at the line of scrimmage. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
They're going to look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The play clock's running down. He'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses we talk to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they've wanted to.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Here we go now. Green.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing. Detroit. Detroit.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Taking it about the 36. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. And coming out now, the Broncos. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
Let's go. Let's round.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Time, and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. The Broncos on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. 1:59 to go in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On play action, they'll throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because You've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
To throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down.
Let's go! Over!
Looking to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
This will be fielded at the 17. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep for Perriman. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Come on, let's go! Ryan 38!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his left. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And McManus able to put it through. So we come upon halftime. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
Here we go. 38.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Room to run inside the 40. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Detroit. Detroit. Gun. Look three. Now let's go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a handoff to Yeldon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. 3-19. Back out of that Philly. Here we go.
They'll look to throw. That's caught out left by Perriman. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. Detroit.
They'll set up a throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A good pickup there at 22.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
And the wideout in motion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Leopard. No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll look to throw here. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll give Yeldon another crack, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. TJ Yeldon, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens draw a bit closer.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll set up to throw. Bust through the tackle. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
They begin with a run by Yeldon, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Back to throw here. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hodges. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Toss play to Bernard. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
No, check. Patriot. Hurry up, here we go. Leopard.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Now TJ Yeldon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Leopard! Leopard!
He's going to launch this thing. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Take it in for a Ravens touchdown. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. And the lead is up to 5. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Handoff as they run the counter play. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Let's go! Brian 38!
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Now Evans in motion left. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And look out, I think he's going to go. The 30. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And he'll bang that one through. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll run with Yeldon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting. Yeldon fighting. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Trying to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions, that confident veneer that you have. It's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Wide open receiver complete. And they get 28 yards on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Denver. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Flush to his right. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 2. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. On the run, it's Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.